Welcome back. Two teams with identical 6-4 records try to stave off elimination and advance to the quarterfinals in Class 5A. The Valencia Jaguars hosting the Panthers of Piedra Vista.
It's us that go out there together, and it's us that come back in together, and it's us that we get to say W or L. Okay? It's us that goes on, or it's us that goes home.
Panthers on fourth down, going for a field goal when it's blocked. Taylor McLaren picks it up, taking it all the way back. Flag on the play, though. Brings the ball back. Valencia keeps the ball. Then it would be fourth down for the Jaguars. Garrett Gibson drops back, gets his feet set, and lets it fly to the hands of Chris Alvarez for the touchdown. 6-0 Jaguars. Second quarter, Panthers quarterback Ryan Montoya pump fakes in the way and goes over the middle to Aaron Reno for the TD. 7-6 after the PAT visitors. Then on the kickoff, Tyler McLaren gets the ball, makes a couple of moves near the side, and no one's going to bring him down all the way to the score, making it 12-7 home team. Jags liking that a lot. More Jaguars coming up then. Would be Gibson rolling out of the pocket. Gibson throwing on the run. Oh! Picked off. Elijah Gamboa gets a nice return before being brought down by the Jags. Then the Panthers play a little trick, the direct snap, and reverse it to Trent Thomas, passing to Ryan Montoya for the score. 14-12 Panthers. Jags would lead at the half, so 15-14. Panthers coming from half on fire, and Ryan Montoya going over the middle to Elijah Gamboa. 22-14 Panthers. Coach Mike Jolly said, man, I don't know about this one. More Panthers. Montoya gives the ball to Luis DeLeon on the reverse, running to the near sideline, and then for the score. 2-point conversion would be good, 30-15. Panthers going to win it, 44-21. They will play Artesia next. Not only did they win the game, but they also watched their opponent win the Spirit Stick. Valencia winning the stick with 18,000 votes, so they didn't lose everything. Here's their celebration. All right, so Piedra Vista will get these guys, Cooper Henderson and the Artesia Bulldogs in the quarterfinals. The Dogs are the top seed, seeking a 28th overall state title, and that's why we call it Title Town. Number 1 seed, 9-1 overall, 3-0 district. Only loss was the Hobbs Eagles, and that's a Hobbs team that did not make the playoffs in 6A. The winner gets John Lerma and his Belen Eagles in the quarters. Defending champion Farmington, the Scorpions, playing against St. Pius Sartans for that opportunity. Pius fired up, coming out. Opening kickoff going to Donovan Gonzalez. We call the man DG. And he's not the deli. Takes it and go all the way, about 90 yards. Look at him cruising at the end for the score, just like that, 7-0 Scorpions. Still in the first, Pius with the football. Drew Ortiz to Miles Hilton, game tied at 7 after the completion. Fans would like it, teams would like it. Scorpions rolling, however. Diego Elibario hands off to Champ Mendoza, running like a boss, knocking people over. And Champ all the way to the end zone. Scorps go up 14-7. More Scorpions, and Elibario this time decides to not only get rid of the football, but he keeps it on the ground, handing it off, throwing it, that is, to Jeb Pinkley. Pinkley going into the touchdown. For the touchdown, the Scorpions advance with a 41-35 victory. They'll get John Lerma's Belen Eagles, and here's some notes about that. Number 2 seed team, 9-1 overall, 5-0 in district. Only loss was to Artesia, and that was the first game of the year. They averaged 286 rushing yards. Total rush yards, 2,860, 102 receiving yards per game, 1028 total on the season. And plus, they got that huge win over Centennial in the district championship. Jared Chester back now to help go over the rest of Class 5A. Wave at him, huh? Jared, now you'd have to say the surprise this year has been the Patriots of Maya Mira, right?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, the Patriots finished at 9-1 during the regular season, with the only blemish on the record coming in the final game of the season, a district contest at Aztec, which they only lost by 1, 36-35, the final in that one, and that led to them picking up a number 6 seed as they hosted Los Lunas tonight.
All right, I can tell you that the score is blank on there, but I know Maya Mira won that game I believe it was 27-2 or something like that. Miami dominated in that game. Now they move on to get the Centennial Hawks, who also was riding undefeated until they had their wings clipped by the Eagles of Berlin. A tough loss for Aaron Ocampo's bunch. You know, they really throw the football, but they also can run it. Ocampo started that program, and you knew he would be working through the air, but they've been running a lot.
Yeah, man, they don't call him Air Ocampo for nothing. The Hawks are the number 3 seed, and yeah, they're 9-1 overall this year and 4-1 in district play.
All right, as you were talking about Aztec earlier, Del Norte at 12 seed will get to battle the Aztecs tomorrow for a right to move on. That game a 2 p.m. start. Waiting in the wings, the Goddard Rockets, a runner-up last season after finishing a champion in 2012. Rockets only playing for the first year with Mike Whalen leading the charge after Sam Jernigan retired.
Man, they are a number 4 seed with an 8-2 overall record and 2-1 in district. When Jernigan was leading the charge, the Rockets were regulars in the final, snagging 6 titles under his leadership, but they had key losses this season to Belen and Artesia.
All right, we are heading into the final stretch of Football Friday. The Bears of Estancia hoping to run deep into the playoffs, and I mean deep. And the champions of last season, Robertson, taking a week off as they continue to work on their perfect storm. We'll talk about it when we return.